time for us to begin to ask local vehicle assembly plants, the innocent that build vehicles, to give us buses, okay? Not just to import from Toyota or from anywhere, create jobs locally by doing that. Of course, the minimum wage needs to be reviewed. We are talking about not less than 100,000 per month. And of course, we have to look at issues around food stamps, health, and the leadership should lead from the front. If you are telling people that the times are hard, okay, we should all sacrifice. We are ready to sacrifice as Nigerians, but the important thing is that the leader must lead. Because I was in second university in the Babangida days when we are told that for our future, we should sacrifice and give our today. 1985, 86. 35 years after I left the law school, I'm still being told the same story. And even the palliatives that we are discussing, before we could say Jack, 500 billion for 133 million Nigerians who are multidimensionally poor, according to who? The National Bureau of Statistics. It's not as the ActionAid or whoever brought the statistics. If you divide 500 billion, okay, over 133 million people, you are coming up with about 3,700, right? Do the maths yourself. So that's not the kind of thing I'm saying. And for legislators who wanted to settle down, after the money had been budgeted for them, you get 70 billion. 70 billion by 469 of them, you get 149.2 million. Google it, just do the maths. That's not the kind of leadership we're discussing. And the judiciary that didn't ask for any money, you give them 35 billion to do what? There is no way anybody should spend money in a constitutional democracy in a way and manner unknown to the ultimate sovereigns. Who are the sovereigns? You, me, the taxpayers, and not anybody. For instance, I'm sorry I'm going to say this. If you look at 2023 budget, National Assembly has a vote of 227 billion. You know, so when you add 30 billion to 70 billion to it, you begin to create impressions that are not so good about leadership. Social health insurance, we can increase the number of people who get services, the poorest of the poor, without paying premiums, under the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund. And that's where you can see issues around these guidelines or this National Social Register, which is causing confusion. The expectation was not that the governors would have unanimously said, throw away the baby with the bathwater. If there's a National Social Register which federal government and the states took part in creating, the World Bank was part of it, so many development partners were part of it. If you say there is a problem, identify it and correct it. Don't tell Nigerians that you should start for a fresh register. If you want to correct an existing register, you can take a month or two if you are serious. But if you want to create a real new social register, there is no way you can create a new register in less than 6 months. Unless you are going to appoint your political cronies and friends as the people in the new register. So the implication of what the governors have done is that Nigerians can work for 6 months. Again, in these dire straits, for them to create a register. That is not the way of leadership. And my duty here today is not to sound politically correct. My duty is to provoke. My duty is to say the truth as I see it. Because if I don't say it at this age, I don't know when I will do that. I'm not particularly young. So, let's move on.